Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are back at our 9 to 5. So I do want to sprinkle in some medical coding videos along with the budgeting videos that I do. I don't want you guys to think that my channel is completely gone budgeting, even though I do enjoy it. I love talking about budgets and meal planning and all that stuff. I just want to, sprinkle in some work stuff because I am standing here working for 8 hours, so I might as well record it and share with you guys the things that I coded today. I am an obstetrics and gynecology coder for anybody that is new here. If this type of content you enjoy, I have plenty of hours long. My subscribers can tell you that I have been here. There's hours and hours and hours of videos in the medical coding playlist, excuse me, and in my day in the life of a medical coder playlist as well. But let's get into what I coded today. So a little bit ago in the video, in the beginning, you guys seen that I had my book out, and that was for a neonatology charge that I was looking at. My one of my providers was billing, I think, for prolonged services, but they were also billing for like a normal newborn day in the hospital. This was like a subsequent day, so after the baby was already admitted, and they are not able to bill prolonged services with these newborn codes. So this is what my book had stated, so I just had to take the prolonged service code off. After that, I did switch over to look at some of my OB stuff, and I had a procedure. The patient was having issues with a abscess on her Bartholin's gland. So one of my OB providers went in and did a marsupialization on the abscess. And what that is they basically cut open the abscess and drain everything out, and then they stitch around the edges so that way the cyst or abscess does not form again. I will put a picture of it on the screen. Don't worry, it's not graphic. It's just an example to show you guys what that would look like. And then I will also share the codes that I build for that procedure. Right there in the middle, 56440 was the CPT code that I built, and then my ICD-10, which is the diagnosis code I built or I used, was N75.1. After that, I did go in to look at some vaginal deliveries. I think I had about 4, maybe 5 vaginal deliveries. I can't remember. I'll just go over the ones that I can remember off the top of my head. When it comes to billing for vaginal deliveries, you really have to just pay attention to what insurance the patient has, because there are so many different ways these insurance companies want you to bill for their maternity package. So you just have to follow whatever guidelines they have in their policies, and then that will determine what code you are going to bill. But here are a list of the vaginal delivery codes that there are. On the far right side are our VBAC codes. So in case a patient had a C-section prior and then wants to try and do a vaginal birth after cesarean, that's what VBAC stands for, then those were the codes that you would bill. But I was not billing any VBACs today. And then I did have one patient where the insurance coverage changed and I had to go with the 59426 to bill out all her prenatal visits because her insurance change came January 1st of 2025. But anyway, let's get into these vaginal deliveries. So first up, we had a twin delivery. I think, I'm not sure if it was 2 boys or what the second one was. I know the first one that came out, baby A, was a boy, so that's exciting. And then baby B, I think I wasn't focused on the gender because I had to code the nuchal cord or umbilical cord around the baby's neck. There was no compression, so I went with the 06981X2 because we're dealing with multiple gestation. So you want to basically have that last digit for baby B as a 2. And then my primary diagnosis code though was the twin pregnancy for di twins, which is basically 2 sacs and 2 placentas. So these are not identical twins. And then for the weeks of gestation, I think the patient might have been like 37 or 38 weeks. So I had to use that code as well. And then both babies were live born. So I went with the Z37.2. Then our next patient, she was a precipitous labor, meaning she delivered quickly. I think they said she delivered like 5 minutes of being up in the delivery room. So it was quick. And that code is the 062.3. And then I can't remember which vaginal delivery code I billed for that, but it was just one of the codes that I had showed you prior, probably the 59400 or the 59410. After that, I had a preterm delivery. So this patient delivered before she was full term, which is 37 weeks. She was actually 36 weeks, so she almost made it. But since she was 36 weeks, we have to go with the preterm delivery. And like I said, the vaginal codes are usually the same, or it just depends on the insurance. And this wasn't a VBAC, so I am only looking at the diagnosis codes. Our primary code will be the 060.14X0, and then we have our weeks of gestation, which was a Z3836, and then the outcome of the delivery was a live born fetus, so Z37.0, and here are the codes. And then the next one that I had after that, I think the patient came in to the ED, I believe, because she was having abdominal pain, or no, I think this one had came from another hospital, and they had seen that she had an ectopic pregnancy. Yes, that's what it was. And they sent her to our hospital to have a to have it removed. And what that means is the egg never made it to the uterus, so this would have been a tubal pregnancy. And they ended up having to take out her right tube, I believe it was. So for my CPT code, which is the surgery code, this was done laparoscopically. So they went in through the abdomen with scopes. They didn't cut her open like it was a C-section. They went in laparoscopically, and that's going to be the 59151. And we're using the code that says with salpingectomy and or oophorectomy. You don't want to use the 59550 because that would not include them removing the tube. So I went with the 59151, and then my ICD-10 code or diagnosis code is the 000101 for the right fallopian tube. And that's pretty much it for the video, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will just have some music play at the end of the video, or until the end of the video. But that's all I have for today. I will see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys. Where'd you go? Girl, you know how I've been living without you. Daydreaming on a cloud with you like a horizon. With you tonight is on an island. Yeah. It's about time we're making up. Found you wasn't with me waking up. Now you said I didn't miss your touch. I needed to distance myself from you. I was just in love with you. So I confess, won't you? Can I tell you something for what it's worth? We've had this place on earth. Take you there, take you. Show you something, give you more than words. We've had this place on earth. Take you there, take you there. Take you there, won't you? Fill me up till my cup's overflowing. I'm so anxious just to feel the silence. It's so quiet.